Welcome back to the calendar. We have plenty of events going on this weekend in and around Washington County. One of them being a comedy and magic spectacular at the Capitol Theater in Chambersburg. Crystal, tell me about this event.
The Chambersburg Exchange Club has been doing this for many years, and this is great. This is definitely a family event. There's 5 acts. There's going to be a master magician. There's going to be like a circus act. There's going to be people doing hoops. There's going to be comedy, and there's a magician who's going to be doing juggling acts too. So this is great. This is a great event, and it raises money for Exchange Club, who gives back to the community.
Great. Okay, let's get that information up on the screen for you. It's the Comedy and Magic Spectacular 2013. It is Saturday, March 9th at 7 p.m. at the Capitol Theater in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. The tickets cost anywhere from $12 to $19, and there is a telephone number and a website at the bottom of your screen. There's a books and artwork event going on in Waynesboro, Pennsylvania as well this weekend. Tell us about the artists that will be there.
This is great. You know, I said earlier, we have so many great authors in this area and artists. So this is a great event to go at Waynesboro. This is hosted by the Waynesboro Historical Society. So Mary Alice Brumgarter, Marie Lancer Beck, and her sister-in-law Maxine Beck, Becky Dietrich, Ruth Gimbel, Terry McLennan, with works by John McLennan, Robert Morrow, Sally Sawyer, and Candace Witzel will display prints by, she'll be displaying prints by her late husband Landis Witzel. There's going to be a bunch of things for sale. So if you have any birthdays coming up or weddings coming up, or if you want to do really early Christmas shopping, you can do that too. So this is a great time too. Like you're thinking about the summer, you could get a couple books now
to take to the beach.
The beach.
Now, what are the books about, Crystal? Are they all historical based?
Some are historical based. Some aren't. Mary and Maxine did a great book, a couple series about the Renfrew house and the family that was actually there.
Oh, okay.
So I want to say their second or third book they just finished.
Is that nonfiction then, or is it fiction?
It's historical fiction is what they call it.
Okay.
But it's a great thing. And then these authors are. I've written a book, so I know what it is to be like sitting out there and be like, "Come sign, please, sign my book, buy my book." So go out there and just talk to them. Any authors would love to tell you about their book, about the process, as well as the artists. So this is a good chance to just like go out there and chat to some people. If you're an aspiring author or artist, here's the chance to. I would probably buy their book if you're going to like bend their ear for the next hour. But there's really a chance to make friends. Get some notes, get some experience, and just who knows? Maybe this person will help you and be your mentor.
It's an arduous process to
yes.
get a book published.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they have a lot of stories to share.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get that information up on the screen as well. It's books and artwork from 2 to 4 p.m. on Sunday, March the 10th at the Aller House in Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. The event is free, and there is a telephone number at the bottom of your screen. The next event takes place at the Hagerstown Church of the Brethren called Singing in the Rain. Tell me about that, Crystal.
Well, basically, the Hagerstown Choral Arts, our choral arts people here in Hagerstown, they are just spectacular. I mean, there's nothing else more to say about them, but we always think about their big concert during Christmas, but they do several little concerts throughout the year. Here's a great place to go hear sacred music. In a church. There's nothing like hearing voices bounce off a church. Like, I don't care what religion you are, or if you are religious or not, there's just something magical.
A good feeling inside, doesn't it?
Yeah. So you'll be able to hear the Hagerstown Choral Arts perform a variety of music there at the church. And it's just a free roll offering, so.
Okay. And it is a beautiful church. I've been in there for a wedding, so it is absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful scenery inside. Let's put that information up on the screen as well. It's called Singing in the Rain, and it is Sunday, March 11th at 4 p.m. at the Hagerstown Church of the Brethren, which is located on 15 South Mulberry Street in Hagerstown. And as Crystal said, there's a free will offering. There is a telephone number at the bottom of your screen. Our other event is Steve Abshire. Tell me about him. He's a jazz guitarist.
Yeah, this guy is pretty well known in his circles. And if you've listened to I couldn't even like list all the people he's performed with or he's accompanied. Because you probably don't know him, specifically like Santana, his guitar stylings immediately. But if you're a jazz aficionado, you probably have already heard his jazz musicianship on many of these albums. My favorite was they accompanied Della Reese, and my favorite of all time, Rosemary Clooney. I just loved her, and Joe Williams. I mean, they are just, you know, a lot of people. And then he performed with Charlie Bird, which I just think is like pretty amazing. Joe Bird and Scott Hamilton, and just name a few. I mean, this guy has really been around the jazz musicianship, and the fact that he's coming here for a concert at the Leonard Pete Snyder Memorial Branch Library in Clear Spring, of all places,
yes,
is pretty amazing. So I would strongly suggest, if you love jazz or just live music, go up there. You do have to make a reservation though, because there's only a small area.
Okay.
But I would definitely go up there.
I can imagine the stories he probably has to share.
That's what I was thinking too.
Will he be sharing some of those as well?
I'm not really sure, but if you go to his website, there's a lot of. I was listening to his music, and I was just like, this guy. I mean, this guy is a really pretty great jazz musician. So I'm really excited that we're able to get him in here in Washington County.
Yeah, that's great. All right, let's get that information up on the screen for you. It's Steve Abshire. He will be there at the Leonard P. Snyder Memorial Branch Library in Clear Spring on Sunday, March the 10th at 3 p.m. There is a telephone number at the bottom of your screen, and like Crystal said, you do have to call and make reservations. So lots of events going on this weekend, but as you know, you can also check your newspaper, and there are plenty more events listed in there. Crystal, being the lifestyle editor, tell us how people can submit their events.
Well, we do a couple of different ways. You can go to allhagerstown.net. That's allhagerstown.net. You can submit your events on our online calendar. What's so great about that is that you sign up for your ID. It's totally free. You go ahead and submit your events. Every day I get an email list of what's been submitted, and I'll go in there. Please, please, please help me. Make sure to fill out all the forms, you know, money, contact information, what the event is, and we'll be happy to get in the regular print calendar. And who knows, I might select it, you know, Chris or I might select it to be on the calendar.
Okay, great. So what do they have to make sure they have completed in there? Their contact information, if there's any cost of the event.
Yeah, the cost of the event, this description, times, and the date. That's very helpful. If you have any photos you want to submit, you can do to lifestyle@herald-mail.com.
Okay. Find us on Facebook?
You can find us on Facebook at our Herald Mail page, Herald Mail Lifestyle. I try to update that with links to our stories. And you can always, you know, just email me through Lifestyle if you have any questions.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us on the calendar today, and we will see you next time. You can find us on herald-mail.com as well as on Facebook. Thank you so much.